What is a handful of dirt worth? For some, it's just dirt, the stuff of the earth that is humble, valueless, and found anywhere. But when you're from another culture, living in a country whose traditions and foods and laws seem as foreign to you as you are to your neighbors, the soil of your homeland is precious. It represents your past, your ancestors, your people. Is it any wonder that many Latinos of Mexican origin living in the United States will pay huge sums to have their loved ones shipped back to their homeland when they die, to lie beneath the soil of their ancestors? The words of the Mexican song, México lindo y querido, speak it eloquently. Let them bury me in the mountains at the foot of the agave fields, and let this soil cover me, this soil which is a cradle for upright men. For Mexicans far away from their homeland, Mexican soil is sacred, which is why, according to the United States Department of Agriculture, soil from Mexico is one of the most commonly confiscated items at the U.S.-Mexican border. Now, for the first time ever, in compliance with the USDA, Department of Homeland Security, and Mexican authorities, earth from the very heart of Mexico, Tierra Natal, is being legally imported into the United States so that Mexicanos can express their love of homeland right here and be buried under Mexican earth, the sacred soil of their ancestors, no matter where they are. And for the Catholic faithful, as well as those who want to be assured of the actual origins of the earth, a certificate accompanies every jar full, attesting to the fact that it contains earth blessed within Mexico. As cemeteries and funeral homes find their populations changing with ever-increasing numbers of families of Mexican origin, Tierra Natal gives them a new way to connect, demonstrate their understanding of Mexican culture, provide added value, and save families the expense and emotional loss of sending their deceased loved ones far away. Tierra Natal is the bridge between old traditions and new.
There are a number of ways Tierra Natal can be used in a funeral setting. The most obvious is a gravesite, as immediate family members each take a handful of the Mexican soil and spread it on the casket before burial. Actually, this is a tradition already done at burials in Mexico. Also, the Tierra Natal can be scattered ahead of a funeral procession so that the entire family can walk across Mexican soil on the way to a service. But then for cremations, the Mexican earth can be placed on the base of the niche in the columbarium. That way the urn itself can rest on Mexican soil. One funeral director told us how, at the funeral of a child, the family passed around the jar so everybody at the service could touch and hold that jar of Mexican soil before the soil was placed on the casket. It was such a special moment that the family even kept the jar as a memento of the funeral service.
Tierra Natal is carefully packaged to protect its contents for decades, preserving its earth from moisture and contaminants, so families can take it at the time of a pre-need purchase. Its trademark seal assures the family that its contents have not been compromised. Along with the jars, sacred soil includes miniature certificates of blessing from within Mexico, plus all the marketing materials and support you might need to help promote it to Spanish and English-speaking families. Offering Tierra Natal earns your business the reputation of being uniquely responsive to local Latino families, as well as being an innovator in your service options. It is a tangible demonstration of your service to the community. Tierra Natal, earth from a sacred homeland. Now it is yours, your brand's distinctive advantage, and a new tradition for your families.